Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. Hello. So let's get a reminder, of course, for NASDAQ tomorrow and for SPX, what is going to happen. Of course, let me welcome all of you. And sorry, guys, for my voice. I feel sick today since I woke up. Not feeling well. So if I have to mute, of course, the voice, yeah, maybe I have to cough a little bit. So I apologize for this, guys. So Oleg, welcome, and Hungo, hello, Polyheat, Arcane, Felix, welcome all of you guys. Nice to see you, and of course, let's dive with the stock market today with some special requests, starting with Oleg for the Euro USD. All right, we're gonna see what's going on with the forex for the Euro USD. Interesting as well, and you're very welcome, buddy. Hi, can you please look at LAC? Thank you. You're very welcome. LAC, here we go. Polyheat, MicroStrategy, MSTR. And okay, so we're gonna keep one request per person, of course, to keep space for everyone. We're gonna put the second request here if we have more time, of course. So, Arcane, welcome, buddy. CRWV. I think this is already taken. You can choose something else. Felix, hello, buddy. Very welcome and nice to see you. So, let's start with NASDAQ. Sorry, guys. So, with NASDAQ, let's see what's going to happen. So, as a reminder, of course, we closed the weekly on Friday with a wave 5 for a leading diagonal. Ending diagonal, which we are ending here, of course, a wave 1 potentially. The ending diagonal is, of course, at 0.786, 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is very interesting, where we start to see, of course, an end potentially for this wave. Now, as I mentioned, if the things are going to continue toward the upside for higher prices here, we're gonna see, of course, something potentially here at transforming at wave 1, and this is an expanding flat. Wave 2, right? ABC, and then, of course, having another 1-2, meaning double 1-2 here. In double 1-2, of course, we might see, of course, a wave 3 moving towards the upside. I need to mute, guys, sorry. All right, so we might see, of course, something moving toward the upside here, 1.618 at 26K, which it might be a wave 3 over there, right? As a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Signal for this wave 3 is, of course, breaking the 25K 624. By breaking this price, that means, of course, we have a wave 5 longer than wave 3, which is not allowed, therefore transforming to a wave 3 of an impulse here for 545 toward the upside. So the targets might be 1.618, 26K here, and around it, and probably even higher, the most common target, 26K 500. So, yep, we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna be for tomorrow. This is a reminder for the potential scenario there. Now, if we open the market tomorrow or tonight at midnight, if the market is gonna open below this phase or below this 25K where we have closed on Friday, we might be, of course, in an ending diagonal finished and we drop down. All right, so 0.786, which is the most common target for wave 5. If the market will open higher than this and we see, of course, continuation 25K 600, okay, we're moving for higher here. And don't forget, of course, the CPI on Friday, the data that we got were very, very positive, right? Inflation rate is reducing. And that is a very good signal, of course, which is on 29. On 29, we have a interest rate decision, which it might be a cut. We might see a cut from 4.25 to 4. And this might be, of course, a catalyst for the market where we might see, of course, an explosion, right? Now, I believe that the things might start already from now to move for higher. They, of course, fundamentals are always played before its time. So don't think that on 29 which is gonna be Wednesday, that the price is going to, of course, it's gonna be a little bit volatile, much more, but we're gonna see the really good price or higher prices already before. That means it's gonna be played before 29. That's how it works always with fundamentals, right? So of course they will the ways the ETFs, everyone wants, of course, to step ahead from us, right? So they will enter the market already before the interest rate, knowing that the CPI are very good and it shows some potential, of course, of positivity, right, in the market. So yeah, very interesting. So I'm optimistic for NASDAQ and SPX. I think that the things might still continue for higher prices. That's it for NASDAQ. For SPX, also the same. Nothing is different. We have the same ending diagonal, finished exactly in the target where we want to. And 0.618, 0.786 Fibonacci level have been hit in the blue box. As our expectation here, 100%. And of course, we start to see some rejection from there. Now, of course, it depends on the market opening. What's gonna be? If we're gonna open higher than 6,800 or even taking the 6,800 somewhere with a gap here and moving up even higher, that might be, of course, a wave 3, meaning we're going to transform the same thing here, ABC for a wave 2, wave 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, impulse toward the upside. All right, so these are the possibilities for NASDAQ and SPX. All right, guys. So these are the potential scenario. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Now today, someone on Discord shared a live price potentially for NASDAQ or for the indexes, and it has showed a very good gap. So I'm expecting that the price might open a little bit higher. Okay, on the opening. So on Discord, let me check again. I think Emerald. Let me see. It's interesting, this one, yeah. So yeah, so it shows that we are at 25K 500. We were at that time. So basically, for NASDAQ here, 25K 500, yes, so there is a gap. We are there. We have passed the 0.786. If the things are going to continue higher, that's very interesting. Okay, so yeah, it might be a wave 3 opening there, and it might be, of course, because of the rate cut, of course, guys. Yeah, so that is the main reason behind it, fundamentally. Okay, so let's see the gold. What's going on with the gold price? So basically, we saw, of course, a deep correction lately, and as expected, right? We have already expected that we have topped already. Nothing is surprising us, basically. We expected, of course, a deep correction, and we're still ranging right now inside a triangle. So we're going to see also the market opening here. Is it going to be the triangle finished as an A, B, C, D, and E, and we drop down as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or we gonna survive with this potential pattern here as a leading diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, and having another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Now, fundamentally, if we're looking at NASDAQ, well, again, it depends on the market opening. Are we going to get the high with NASDAQ and SPX? Are we going to continue for higher? Because this will affect so much the gold. All right, so if we continue for higher in NASDAQ, well, we might drop down for the gold. Yeah, we might continue. This is a wave 4 here. Can be, of course, 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 unfolding, and you have a wave 5 downward. Now, if NASDAQ, of course, opens in a bearish or in red, and we see, of course, a lot of red, meaning an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downward, that means the gold might play this pattern, guys. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. We're done. We're finished with a correction here. However, I doubt it because, of course, as per this correction timing, we still need time. You have bottomed here, the lowest low over there, before the minimum requirement of time. Therefore, I think that we still, of course, higher possibility that we drop down. And probability also is, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Might be a wave A, or it might be an A. Currently, you are in a wave B, and you're looking for a wave C. So two possibilities here. And that because if this is a wave 1 here, yeah, this is your invalidation of bearish. In case we are in an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, we drop down. In case you are in 3 waves down for a wave A, and this is your wave B, we drop down for a wave C. But the difference that ABC, you finish, you move up, right? We move up, while the impulse is also finished, we move up, but we continue another trend downward. The ABC is gonna continue for a new high. This is the difference. But both case scenario will drop and move up. Now this move, 3 waves or 5 waves with a new high. This is the difference, right? So we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen with the gold. Highest possibility is based on NASDAQ. If it's gonna continue for higher, well, yeah, I see the gold might continue for lower because on the, again, just to remind you also, with the gold on the all-time history. It's very interesting right now to watch the all-time history, guys, for the gold. So for the gold, we are in a potential 1, 2, and wave 3 in zigzag. So if we're counting here just zigzags, we have finished a wave 3 exactly on the fib levels required for a wave 3. And plus, this is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your zigzag is a finished impulse as well here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, internally, we still get for 5 to finish up here, probably yes, but basically in all time history, we are in the right target. Okay, so the next drop, the minimum drop, should be the 0.23, 3,154. And that means if you are in 1, 2, 3, you're looking for a wave 4 in an impulse here, wave 5 later on, meaning 3,154 is the next target for the gold. Okay, so that's it for the gold. Let's see, Arcane, BIDU or BIDU. All right, we can take BIDU. Can you take a look at DATADOG? All right, MRS, right? So DATADOG. Okay, guys. So that's it for the gold. Let's see the silver as well at the 24-minute. So for the silver, we are looking here at this one. So also, if we take a look, interesting to take a look also on the all-time history for the silver. Well, the silver is not really 100% like the gold, where you have, of course, the diagonal, which is a zigzag, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, right? Another ABC there, which it can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by the way, but here is your impulse, right? So much likely it is an ABC. You get a correction again, ABC, and another ABC upward. Now, the thing with this wave 5 is that we did not yet reach the target, okay? The target for a wave 5, which is the most common, did not reach it yet, which is around the $60. Can be, of course, moving towards the 90, but yeah, we did not see it yet, all right? So, but if you want to count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, you can do this, all right? If we dive inside it, you have a wave 1 here. You can see clearly you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for a wave 3, wave 4, expanding flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5. Now it has started to look like very parabolic, right? And we suddenly start to see, of course, deep correction. Now this deep correction would be whether you are in a wave 4 here, meaning transforming to something impulsive, meaning 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. However, if we take also here the fib levels from this wave 1, 2, you would check the wave 3. You did not reach it yet, guys. And that means, of course, which is in the same scenario here, same box, you did not reach a wave 3. If you are in 1, 2, 3, you did not reach the uncommon target even. So very likely, so far, that this is a zigzag. Now, did we top without hitting perfectly the fib level because we simply took the high? Yes, can be very likely. Okay, it can be very likely that we took the high, a new high, and that's it. This is all what the silver wants right now, because also before has did the same, also in a potential zigzag. Now, if we are impulses here, meaning you have to count here from something from the low, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. So this is an impulse, meaning 1, 2, and you're looking for another impulse here, wave 3, which I doubt it so much, because of course you have barely took the top, and if you are counting wave 4 for an impulse, well, it's interfering with zone 1. So as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, it doesn't really work. Now as double 1, 2, probably yes. The only possibility here for the silver is double 1, 2, and that means, okay, this is a wave 3, but I doubt it. Higher possibility, of course, is a diagonal, and meaning we have to be careful. Then yes, we might have topped here for the silver, and we are very impulsive downward right now. On the lower time frame, if we move there, we see clearly that we have a finished impulse already. Okay, finished impulse where we have a potential 1, 2, 3 here, wave 4, wave 5 extended, and you got an ABC for a wave B, and currently you got another impulse which is playing potentially as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C, meaning the ABC is on the play here as a zigzag. And it looks like it's gonna be a very deep one as an A, B, and a C, meaning $43 as 1-to-1 fib level. If we get back to the monthly, but stay here on the, stay on the 2-hour chart or 4-hour chart, you will see on the monthly here that this target that we are expecting, just to remind you, in case we are in a wave 4 here, yeah. So this is a minimum target, guys. Okay, minimum target in case of rejection or deep correction. $42, meaning on the 4-hour chart as well, I'm expecting exactly this line or this blue box, right? I'm expecting A, B, and a C, which is in confluence here, almost with the 1-to-1 fib level. So yeah, I'm combining now the all-time history with the lower time frame, okay, for confluence. So this zone has to be hit on the macro level, and on the micro level, we have already finished impulse, wave B also, and potentially unfolding something new. It can be, of course, an extended a little bit wave C here, hitting exactly the $43. To be watched, of course, for the silver, guys. All right, so these are the possibilities for the metals. Let's move for Nvidia at 28:30. So Nvidia. So for Nvidia, of course, we are looking here at a potential top for a wave 1. Now, of course, if NASDAQ is gonna move for higher, there is very likely scenario that we rebound, of course. So if we are not yet done and we're not looking for a deep retracement for a wave 2 here, don't forget that we are in the testing areas right now. And currently, we're looking at a potential wave 1, 2, right? So we're still, of course, testing the things here, because of course it can be very likely that we are still in an ABC or a 1, 2. What does it mean? It means like if we are in an A, B, and a C, right? It still can be after this diagonal here, yeah, that you are potentially here, this diagonal, that you are potentially in a wave 1, wave 2, and then we move for higher, okay? unless of course that this diagonal, which is here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, is gonna play as WX and a Y later on by taking the high. So if we take the high here, therefore this diagonal, which is unfortunately because it looks like very clear diagonal, it might turn into a WX and a Y somehow internally, yeah. And then of course that means of course we move bullish here. However, how do we know this before getting the high? We know this first from the structure. Honestly, it has started to show up some power here. This is the first signal that Nvidia is showing power. And it's the first signal that we might be in an impulse here, not a wave C yet. Why? Because we broke the 1-to-1 fib level. Don't forget the 5 waves up, 3 waves down. We continue for higher. You got the first confirmation. So 10% plus possibility. Second thing, you break the 1-to-1 fib level, plus 10% possibility or probability here is getting higher for the bullish. Now, next thing is what you would like to see is a wave 3 impulse 1.618. The 1.618, or okay, it can be even 1.27, but preferably that we take the 1.618. If we break this, or if we hit it, and we see correction, okay, it's a buy signal, right? And is it too late? Of course not. Why? Because this is a new 1, 2 here, and a wave 3 is gonna unfold towards the upside very massively. Why? Because we have leading diagonal as well. Yeah, so I doubt that we're gonna move in diagonal even, despite of course that it is higher prices at the end. But I believe that this is a diagonal, meaning 70% probability is this might turn into a wave 1. 30% might turns of course into a diagonal. So basically we might of course extend here for a wave 5 in a wave 1. Meaning this wave 5 is gonna unfold in a new scenario here, bullish, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, so this is what we're looking at for Nvidia. So let's watch and see what's gonna happen. Testing area has to be broken. Yeah? So once we break it, and especially that the 1.618 is there, okay, that is kind of a very, very high possibility. We're gonna continue for higher. Okay. All right, that was for Nvidia. Let's see Tesla at 32 minutes 30. Okay, so for Tesla, we are looking also at this potential ending diagonal here after the drop. So because we are basically in 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, wave 4 again, and this zigzag is a wave 1, wave 2. You're having another zigzag, wave 3, 4, and a 5. We have an ending diagonal to finish up here at the high, $516, I think. Let me check again. $516, yes. We need to take this one on the macro level a little bit here because it's a big zigzag. Let me explain. So basically this level, 516 has to be taken as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 between the perfect fib level for a wave 5 in ending diagonal. And also because this should be a zigzag, this last wave, it is an A, B, and a C. I'm looking for the wave C over there at 1 to 1. So after this, in any case scenario, we drop down. Okay? In any case scenario, we drop down, even in the bullish one. What is the bullish? The bullish is that you want to transform the same as Nvidia does, probably. You want to see here a wave 1, all of it, because you cannot consider this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those are zigzags, right? And you cannot consider it as 1, 2s. Therefore, you want all of it to be a wave 1. And then wave 2 probably here, and then moving up. So this is the minimum thing here that it might happen as a drop. So it can be, of course, 0.38. We're going to watch it, of course, after the top. But even the 0.38 is going to be, of course, a drop. If not, if we are in a wave C, in a finished wave C, finished wave 5 for a wave 1, then simply we drop down, guys. Meaning we might, of course, move down. All right, a new low here. Okay, yeah, and it can be there. Nobody knows, but I doubt it. This is a diagonal. It cannot be expanding flat anymore. No, it cannot be that. It can be deeper even. Nobody knows. But anyway, we need to break many possibilities. The first possibility we need to break it, of course, is a wave 2. The testing area, 0.38, 0.618, somewhere there. And probably here you might, nobody knows, it might, of course, move into something like a triangle, yeah, A, B, C, D, E. But I still doubt it, especially if we take the high. I'm looking for this high, which is around the 516. If we take it, well, the possibility even to stand here, just stay here, unless it is wave 2. But if not wave 2 taken, well, okay, we drop, we get a new low, guys, definitely. And that because, of course, very likely as well, because of the 1-to-1 fib level here, in an ABC, meaning, of course, you might have here 3 ways up, okay? Meaning 3 ways up, 3 ways down, expanding flat for wave B, and you finished here as an ending diagonal, and we drop down. Meaning wave A here can be finished. Okay, big wave A. So let me put this, by the way, in brackets. I should make this much nicer. So those should be in bracket, even though the one here should be in bracket. Here we go. And yeah, even this one should be in bracket. And this is the main scenario if it is a wave 1. And if not, it is a wave A. B and a C as also main scenario. Here we go. So this is how it should look like. Yep, so we have a wave 1 as a major scenario, potentially wave 2, therefore deep correction, or a wave A finished, again deep correction. Unless this is gonna, of course, move for higher, but it has to be tested there. Meaning extending wave 1, extending wave A in a wave 5, or in a wave C. A, B, and a C. Yep. Those are the possibilities for Tesla. So, yeah, we're gonna watch this. What's gonna happen? So, and for the special request, hello, Syed, how you doing, buddy? Hi, nice to see you, man. So, at 37 minutes 30, we start with a PANW. Palo Alto Networks. All right, we're gonna see this one. I think we saw it before. Okay, yes, we did. So we have 1 2 1 2 1 2 and another 1 2 3 4 5. So this is your main wave 3 here unfolding, and you have double 1 2 before it. You got the wave 4, and currently you're unfolding another 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 5. Yes, everything looks great. Wave 2 perfect targets, and you're looking still for this wave 3. The high is taken 5 ways up, 3 ways down, and then you take the high, meaning, of course, confirmation. And also, you're moving, of course, here impulsive. So it is kind of like an impulse on the 1-hour chart. We see, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. So, yeah, we're moving for higher simply. We're moving for higher, guys. Target is still the same. I believe that in Confluence, even you can get this target first. So here we go. Yeah. Oh, it is already there, guys. Sorry. So your wave 3 has to be, of course, inside this block, this box. Exactly. $317 can be. But it's not going to be very fast, of course. I mean, this is 4-hour chart, so it's going to take few days or few weeks, I would say. Right? So, yeah. Might be the thing. Might be also the cut rate that is going to boom or explode the stock market, guys. So that's nice. CRWD is the same for Nvidia also, yeah, and it might be the wave 5 extending again as the cut rate is coming in. Yeah, so let's see this one. CrowdStrike Holdings. We have wave one, wave two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, we are ending here diagonal definitely. I'm expecting here not this one. Yes, not this one, but this one, obviously. Okay, so we are here. Okay, okay, there is a possibility that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I doubt it, guys. I think much more likely that this is the diagonal scenario as highest possibility, obviously. And that because we see, of course, the intersection here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probability that you have topped is very, very high. So be careful with it. What you have here is zigzags, actually. You have a leading diagonal wave A, wave B, and potentially here another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C. So you have a 1, 2 there, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning this is your wave 1. And then you got ABC, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave B, wave C, very short. So very short one. Or even it can be if this is internally imposed. This is your wave A, B, and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as an A, B, and a C. Again here. So yes, definitely zigzag. So what I'm saying here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your A, this is your wave B, and currently you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more high. Yep. So one more high. The target might be wave 5. Here we go. This is your target in kind of precision if you want. $572. All right. So that's for CrowdStrike. Great, guys. Triple Q at 42 minutes. So for triple Q, which is Invesco here, all right. All right. So let's see. It looks like we're extending our wave 5 here. Okay. So we are here. Let me check the all-time history. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. All right. So we're kind of like close to end up there. A wave 3. So yeah, we're very close for a top. Let's go daily. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Yes. Now internally, you have clearly also a wave 1, 2. It looks like very close to the NASDAQ one. Wave 4, obviously this is your wave 4 here, based on the wave 2. And then you have a wave 5. This is a finished wave 5 in gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, you are finishing. You're finishing up here. So let me explain also why. Of course, it can be the same scenario of NASDAQ, guys. That means you are in a 1, 2 here. 1, ABC wave 2. You have probably can be wave 3, ABC, again expanding flat, or it can be all of it a wave 3, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 very deep. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5. Diagonal. Now, will this diagonal move as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or is it possible different a little bit from NASDAQ and it is like kind of like impulses? Let us check. No, of course not. Obviously, it is ABC, correction, ABC, correction, ABC. And that means if you are impulsive, very likely that you get wave 2 and then moving up, right? So, yeah. QQQ is NASDAQ. Well, yes, I think Invesco. All right. Yes, I hear a lot about it. Anyway, yes, I hear about QQQ that it is so much related. All right, so Euro USD, let's see Euro USD at 44 minute or 45 minute. So Euro USD here. Okay, so for the Euro, well, as we mentioned that the Euro is showing strength, right? We see a lot of strength here on the daily. So we're looking potentially here at a wave A, B, and a C, or a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, where did we stop exactly? At the 1-to-1 fib level, taken from the A to the B to the C, which it make it a little bit questionable. Would it be a zigzag here? If so, is it bearish, or is it a wave 1 as a 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal? So two possibilities. If you are in a bearish, meaning this is a correction finished, we drop down. If we are in a zigzag, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be a diagonal. Or even you can be in double 1, 2, right? Which is very bullish. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we move massive wave 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5. However, what is very interesting on the lower time frame is that two possibilities we had. One of them is a wave 2, right, in 0.38, or we move here as, again, zigzags in, of course, ending diagonal. What it become much more likely right now is the diagonal rather than being very bearish, unless we see more lower prices. We see continuation here. If this is an impulse, 1, 2, and we break this area like this trend, if you break this trend, okay, that's your answer there. This is exactly the answer for the euro. If we break this trend taken from the lows and we drop here, then definitely it is a wave 2, which is 0.38. Now, what is questionable again is the structure here. So let's say it's gonna be a wave 2, 0.38, and we have double 1, 2 here. What is that? Another 1, 2, which is larger than the previous double 1, 2, while reducing the possibility. So still also questionable if this is gonna be the case. Yep. So I'm still looking. I mean, it's very complex here. It starts to be very complex for the euro. But what I think here is going on is a potential diagonal 1, 2. But here again, it is a zigzag, right? So therefore, even this one, I have to consider it kind of like, yeah, if I have to take it as a zigzag, even it's not really good zigzag, yeah. And that because, of course, if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, probably wave 5 is longer than wave 3. So to be an A, B, and a C. So therefore W, X, and a Y. So it's becoming very complex somehow, but the shape that I'm looking at here is looking like a diagonal. And despite what's going on here, it can be, of course, it can be something A, B, and a C, maybe like this. Knowing that wave 4 interfering, which is not nice also. So that's why, yeah, W, X, and a Y. But, you know, deviations, guys, when it becomes very complex. So the shape is very, very likely to be zigzags here moving up. And that's why I think that this is going to be kind of like moving up. Now, to get much more insights, I prefer, of course, to take a look also on the indicators here. Because when it becomes very complex, it is very helpful, of course, to get some indicators with it. So let's start with the daily, actually. For the daily, yeah, for the daily, I think we're very close to finish a momentum here for the bearish. So and starting something green, but don't forget that the line RSI is below the midline, so it might reject again, okay, from the mid, unless you break it. If broken, this line, okay, might be the things. But if we break this trend here, definitely we're moving down, guys. So that's it for the euro. Still looking for those two possibilities. Is it this one wave 5 in diagonal, which is gonna be kind of like a zigzag, or we gonna break this trend, which we're very close to it, and then move down? Now, both case scenario are very good opportunity from this price. Very good opportunity because, of course, if we move higher, that means, of course, it's a nice place to enter. And, of course, if you break down, it's also a nice place to enter. Right? All right. So, yep, these are for the Euro USD. LAC at 15 minute. Let's go back to the stocks. LAC for lithium. All right. Yeah. Okay, we see a pump for the lithium the last days. Let's see exactly this one. CRWV was my original request. Please replace BIDU. Yes, we already have BIDU. Okay. All right. Incredible Jackman. Can I request AMD? Well, yes, we can. Okay. So for this WXNOY, we are looking at lithium here. Well, okay, so the potential here, yes, we're very close for invalidation, by the way, if you have realized. If we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, currently you're looking at a wave 4. So very nice that we see, of course, this pump, and you would like to take invalidation there. If you still, of course, something corrective or something like you don't want to take the low anymore. So it's not necessarily to be bullish because I don't see really here a wave 1 because it is 3 waves, but it might just for invalidation and then moving kind of like in a complex, more complex structure, meaning 3 waves down, 3 waves up, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably, and then moving up. Or it can be triangle and then moving up. Yeah, so this is the thing. So internally, I would say if this is an impulse there, okay, if this is an impulse, you have 1, 2, 3 waves. So your wave 2 is there. 1, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y, by the way. It's a triangle. W, X, A, B, C, D, and a E for a wave 2. Very long wave 2, by the way. 1, 2, and then you're looking for a wave 3. Guess what? Because of this very complex, deep, and long in time wave 2, you might get also a very, very long wave 4. If this is an impulse to finish up here, A, B, and the wave C. All right? So the wave C as an impulse might take a lot of time here as a triangle, so I'm expecting this. Very likely, especially after this massive move. So I'm expecting here a potential 1, 2 there, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Even it can be longer time, guys, because the timing here, let's take it the lowest low, wave 4, and the time taken from the wave 2 here to the wave 3 is very, very long, right? So it's gonna be very long. All right, let me put it there. Here we go. So this is your blue box there. This is where we are expecting here to move up after the 1-to-1 fib time at least. Yep, so these are the possibilities for the lithium. Yep, MSTR, MicroStrategy, well, it means Bitcoin, right? So let's see what MicroStrategy is doing. So, yeah, because of course this company or this stock is so much related on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin move up, we see the stock moving up. When Bitcoin move down, we see it also following. So basically right now, Bitcoin is in a possibility for a bear market, very high possibility. But of course today we see some rebound for higher. So I'm expecting that the market here opens higher. And that because, of course, there is a correction for Bitcoin right now moving up. As a wave 1, we are in a wave 2. Currently, we are in the AB and we are unfolding the wave C for a wave 2. All right. So basically, I think it is the same. Right. I think that the same here is unfolding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, and a C as an expanding flat can be. Now, you'll tell me, KG, but this looks like an impulse. Yes, very likely even to be an impulse, but I think that this is going to open high. Okay, I think so. And this can be, of course, already ABC there, and then you move, of course, higher. Anyway, if not, in both case scenario, we drop down, whether from here or from here. So, yeah, be careful. Very likely that we drop down. Unless, of course, it's not going to follow 100% with Bitcoin. And it might be, of course, he kind of like the triangle. The triangle. Yeah, so if a triangle is unfolding here as A, B, and a C, because A, B, C, right? You might have wave D, E, and then moving toward the upside. Okay, so yeah, these are the possibilities. Unless, of course, we dive deeper. If we dive deeper, meaning, of course, here 3 ways down, probably 3 ways up, and then you move down. Okay. So we gotta be careful. Now, also there is something interesting here to watch, but of course the 0.886 is very unlikely. If this is an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is your wave 2, here we go. We are testing. So we are currently testing. If we move higher, okay, that's a good signal. But to be bullish, you want to take the high, meaning this is confirmation for higher. Once you take this, okay, we're moving bullish. And that means we're moving in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the next target, 1,185, 1,914. Okay, so that's it for MSTR, bullish and bearish scenario and possibilities. And key levels, of course, to be watched. So 57 minute, we have BIDU. BIDU, all right, so NASDAQ. Okay, yeah, so the expected diagonal looks like unfolding here with this one. Very clearly you have a wave A or a wave 1, very clearly 3 ways, very clear 3 ways up, and very clear 3 ways down, meaning you are in a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. It's a very clear price action, honestly, and very typical Elliott wave. And we're looking, of course, here at an expanding flat. Now, the interesting thing is the confluence that you can get still here as a wave C in an expanding flat. Here you go. 1.618, which is the most common target, 0.38, also the minimum requirement. So, yeah, not surprised, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, even can dive just by taking the low here. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, meaning the diagonal is less aggressive. All right, so yeah. Let's watch DATADOG. All right, 58 minute 30. DATADOG. All right, so for this one, we have also a wave 1, 2. We have another 1, 2. Okay, confirmation for higher not taken yet, but probably can be. Let me check what's going on inside it. So, okay. Yes, can be taken. Why? Because obviously also you're looking at another 5 ways up, 3 ways down, confirmation for higher, already taken on the micro level. And if you take even this high, will be a better or double confirmation for higher. That means, of course, yes, definitely we're moving for higher, and especially, of course, that you have 5 ways up here, 3 ways down as well. So very nice bullish scenario. Of course, you might get even double confirmation for even this price. 1.618 for 125 in confluence. Taken, of course, from the wave 1, 2 here. Wave 3 might be unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be your wave 1 to 1. Yes, ABC, which is also in confluence. So very nice one. I think this one has some, of course, potential. All right, let's see the last one. AMD at exactly 1 hour. That's nice. All right, so for AMD, wow, okay, target hit. Very nice. All right. I think we saw this target before hit, or is the first time? I'm not sure if we analyze it when the target is hit, but I see, of course, a perfect hit right now in our blue box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're still looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yes, exactly playing as expected. And inside, of course, this zigzag, you can see clearly you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Finished wave B, and you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably very soon you might, of course, reverse. Now, if we break the 1-to-1 fib level, which I doubt it, yeah, because why I doubt it? Because you have zigzag here. If you had an impulse like kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let me check. 3. Yeah, wave 3 is no, it doesn't work. So it is a zigzag here. Definitely a zigzag, not a 1, 2, 3, because as a wave 3 is shorter than the wave 1, shorter than wave 5 as well. So yeah, I doubt it here. Much more likely here that you are in a potential something like a diagonal. Yeah, it can be, but very, very tricky one. 1 second, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, 4. Not interfering. Okay, I need to dive a little bit in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let's dive deeper. What is it? This one. Yeah, this thing is not looking even. I think 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. But wave 3 is even longer, yeah. But still sometimes, yeah, work as contracting. Here we go. Yeah, but it's not an impulse. This is the idea. Okay. Yeah, so it is a diagonal. And that means, of course, when you have diagonal there, it means ABC definitely. So I doubt it that we're gonna reach this 307. Okay, it might end up here as a zigzag, of course, zigzag down, and you are in a zigzag 3, and you move 4 and a 5. So even the wave 4 is given there. Maybe running flat, ABC, you're not allowed to be in a running flat here because, of course, you need 5 ways down. And you don't have it. You have kind of like even, yeah, it looks like A, B, and a C somehow. Yeah. But running flat, it should also, the 5 ways down here should fail to take the low, yes, but you don't have it yet. And if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, where are your wave 4, 5, 4, 5? If this is a wave 3, 4, and a 5, but I doubt it, it doesn't match the wave 4. So it is related to somewhere here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And I believe your running flat or W, X, and Y can be here, meaning A, B, and a C. Yeah. Plus, the direction of the market is very clear. We're moving ascending. Yeah, so very likely that we are in diagonal here. All right, guys, so that was it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and your comments. Don't forget, of course, to support the channel. And of course, I wish you to have a nice week tomorrow. And of course, trade safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.